In the back of my mind for quite a while, the whole climate change debate. So I've always felt very strongly about it, and I've been watching very carefully what others have been doing. And for me, the urgency and the positivity.
What was meant to be a fun day with family at Windsor Castle became an argument. Young Prince George, who will one day be king, was upset after Queen Camilla's grandson attacked him. This led to a surprising and bold choice by Prince William that could change the royal family for years. But how did a simple fight among kids become a major royal issue? Has William decided that the monarchy cannot easily change? Join us as we explore how Prince William took away the royal title from Camilla's grandson after he was caught bullying Prince George. The family bonding event. The palace is known for its strong traditions, but one sunny Sunday afternoon at Windsor, things took an unexpected turn. They gathered the kids from two parts of the royal family for a bonding session. Cousins and step-cousins trying to get along. Prince George, the eldest son of William and Kate, was part of this mix. He's used to these gatherings and usually has his mom watching over him. But this time felt different. Something had changed behind the scenes. At first it was all fun and games, but then the mood quickly shifted. Word spread through the palace fast. Prince George was bullied, and the bully? One of Camilla's grandsons from her Parker Bowles side. Until now, this boy wasn't officially a royal, but Camilla has been working hard to change that. She wanted titles, better schools, and even minor ceremony roles for her family. People in the palace started to notice her efforts. Some royals were unhappy, thinking she was too eager for status. But most kept quiet, as usual. That is, until George came home in tears. Suddenly, a peaceful Sunday turned into a huge problem. The bullying that broke everything. Kate notices something wrong right away. Her son, George, has watery eyes and slumped shoulders. Her mom's instinct kicks in. She gently pulls him aside and asks, "What happened, buddy?" George, being honest, explains in his toddler way. It turns out he faced more than just teasing at the playground. Someone targeted him with mean comments. "No, Lou knew about the dances. I was to show, and it made fun of his role as the future King of England." Ouch, these events feel like training for royal kids. Imagine them at a table learning how to sit correctly, chew quietly, and talk to important people without spilling secrets. They have to keep their voices down and wear appropriate outfits. And there's a significant rule for those in the royal family. Leave quietly if you need to go to the bathroom. Kids often can't manage that, but these royals are pros. Do they really need to put the kids on display like this? School is their primary focus, but royal duties like ceremonies and walks are part of life. The press surrounds them, but there's a rule: no selfies or autographs. Maybe a quick handshake if you're lucky. This keeps a bit of normalcy. But this time, the kid related to Camilla crossed a line. Reports say he must have overheard adult conversations and used that against George, mocking his quirks, making fun of his family, and even dragging Diana's name into it. To make fun of the beloved late princess in front of the future king? That's harsh. Kate is furious, and William feels heartbroken. Behind the palace gates, a serious line has been crossed. William acts quickly, ending any chance of royal status for Camilla's grandson without talking it over or giving him a second chance. This is a firm decision that could be remembered in history. Inside the palace, everyone is silent publicly. No statements, just quiet. But behind the scenes, tension builds. Camilla is quite angry while Charles takes a neutral stance, trying to stay out of it. Some think that the lack of communication speaks volumes. The public watches closely, analyzing every detail. Nothing is worse than targeting the next generation in a world focused on family and tradition. George didn't just receive comfort, he got support. Full stop. But really, what happened out there? If you have any details, I'll listen. The incident and the fallout that hit hard. By mid-afternoon, things had turned from calm to chaos. Parents were relaxing under a big tent, drinking tea, while the kids had the freedom to play in the gardens. It started off harmless, a homemade soccer game with cousins. But then, words began to fly, and Camilla's oldest grandson suddenly went after poor George. What started as some trash talking quickly turned into personal insults. A kid shouted, "Why do you walk like that? Do you think you're cool because of your stupid crown?" What could have been just playful teasing turned serious fast. 11-year-old George, who just had a birthday, tried to leave but was chased. He was mocked for his special training as the heir and his future as king. To make it worse, someone mentioned he was a mummy's boy. That really hurt, especially since he was still grieving his grandma. It almost led to a physical fight, but a staff member intervened before it escalated. Unfortunately, the damage was done. George, usually calm, was upset. They quickly arranged for a low-key bodyguard to take him away without attracting attention. When Kate found out what had happened, George was already in the car, sniffling on the way home. The afternoon was awkward, filled with forced smiles and small talk. Camilla seemed unaware of the situation or was pretending nothing was wrong. She continued hosting as if everything was normal, talking about their charities. Meanwhile, people near Kate noticed she was tense, tightly holding little Charlotte's hand. Back in their apartment, Kate wanted to know everything from George. What he shared shocked her. This was not just typical kid bullying, it was hurtful and meant to sting. It echoed the issues adults had been arguing about. Kate wondered who had put those ideas in George's head. That's what upset her most. Not just that other kids hurt her child, but that he was getting this negativity from adults. She quickly spoke to William about it. George went to bed early, eyes puffy and quiet. William sat with Kate, looking both angry and concerned. But it was more than just anger. It seemed to bring back old memories for him. This time, he couldn't ignore it. William's line in the sand. No more games. The next morning, Kate cancels her meetings and spends time with George and Charlotte. It's a family-only time. At the same time, a brief note reaches Charles's private secretary. Incident with George. Waleses want to meet with HM as soon as possible. Being next in line has its advantages. This helps them set up a meeting quickly. Charles shows sympathy, saying, "Poor lad." But Camilla downplays it, saying, "Just kids being kids. They'll laugh it off by next week." She laughs it off, even when they suggest she should guide her grandson better. William made it clear. Royal perks aren't just handed out. You earn them with respect, hard work, and honor. An aide suggested a quiet apology from Camilla, but William shot it down, saying, "George doesn't need words. He needs space from that situation." He stood firm. No invitations for Camilla's grandson. Birthdays, holidays, not happening. He won't be there if the Wales family is involved in trooping the color rehearsals. This is non-negotiable. Word about this spreads quickly through the palace. Charles was stunned and found himself alone, thinking it would blow over quietly. William is usually the calm team player, but this time, he is resolute. For him, it's about taking control. He sends Camilla and the royal family a message. No more ignoring issues for family unity. He won't let his children suffer because of past problems, especially with George stepping into the spotlight. William feels it's his duty to protect his kids at all costs. Regarding Camilla's grandson, does anyone have any hope for titles or perks when William becomes king? That's off the table with no exceptions. For Camilla, this situation hurts. She feels like she's facing criticism again, this time from the next generation of royals. She has privately shared that she understands she'll always be seen as the one after Diana. Her hope of bonding with the heirs is fading. Despite her team's whispers about George, it's clear that her efforts to build connections are hitting a wall with William. The relationship she wanted might remain out of reach. This is a complicated situation. Will it change things for the better, or is it just another palace issue? Let me know your thoughts. William understands the pain of bullying. He has faced it himself, even as a future king. The royal lifestyle is privileged, but bullying affects everyone, regardless of status. Seeing George upset opened old wounds for William. He remembers his own tough days as a kid. The public's interest in their family is intense, and he faced bullying too. At age 14, he experienced teasing at school because of the headlines about his mother, Diana. He once called her in tears over the hurtful comments. It didn't end there. Magazines continued to mock Diana, and years later, paparazzi invaded William and Kate's privacy with intrusive photos. They got furious and took legal action to protect themselves. William knows the pressure of being in the spotlight. He has spoken out against bullying. At an anti-bullying event in London, he had to list people he could rely on. Dad, Charles, brother Harry, granddad Philip, and even his dog Lupo. For the Diana Awards, which support anti-bullying training, he focuses on real change from his past experiences. William has to protect his family from media noise. George, Charlotte, and Louis may not always be perfect, but that's part of how William and Kate guide them, thoughtfully and directly. How the Wales crew keeps it real. William wants to help his children avoid the struggles he faced as a child. He and Kate are raising their 3 kids under public attention, but aim for an everyday family life. They let their kids play games with Nanny and Papa Middleton, climb over logs with them, and enjoy picnics like any other family. Their idea of everyday life also includes some royal traditions. Sources say the Wales family is changing how royal kids are raised. They mix relaxed palace rules with royal expectations. George is expected to be king someday, but Kate is not afraid to correct him when he throws a tantrum. A friend told people that Kate is a confident mom who stands her ground. Education is also essential to them. While Charles attended a strict boarding school at a young age, William and Kate chose to keep their children at Lambrook School, just a 15-minute drive from Windsor. This way, their kids can come home every night. George may go to Eton School like his dad, which keeps with tradition without having to board there. Kate likely prefers not to send him away when he is too young, and he might skip boarding school altogether. This choice connects to her Shaping Us initiative, which emphasizes the importance of early childhood development. It reflects a shift to softer parenting methods instead of the strict ones William experienced. Kate aims to replicate her warm upbringing with Michael and Carol. They enjoy family dinners, open conversations, and emotional support. In the past, royals focused more on duty than family time. For example, at 25, Queen Elizabeth was busy with royal duties and had limited time for her children, Charles and Anne. Kate is changing this by prioritizing her kids while fulfilling her royal role. Even though they are in the public eye, the Wales family focuses on building resilience in their children without harsh experiences. William teaches them to avoid bullies and not to start fights. What do you think? Will this hands-on parenting style become the norm for royals? Or will traditional expectations pull them back? Share your thoughts below. If you relate to this, share and subscribe for more royal insights. And check out that video. You'll enjoy it. The troubled relationship between Charles and Diana affected their marriage and how they raised William and Harry. Charles often focused on his royal duties, while Diana's struggles added chaos. This caused less parenting and more media attention for the boys. In contrast, Kate Middleton grew up in a happy, loving family. She uses a hands-on approach to parenting, balancing warmth with clear rules. She avoids yelling and prefers calm conversations with her children. Kate wants them to express their feelings freely and believes in being honest while supporting them. Kate also prioritized family during her pregnancies. In 2015, while expecting Charlotte, she took full maternity leave and made adjustments that Liz and Charles supported. In 2018, while pregnant with Louis, she requested another long break to emphasize that family comes first. She doesn't apologize for making her family a priority. Kate finds it strange to see her kids grow up so quickly. Instead of having a full-time nanny, they help with housework, which keeps them grounded and teaches them responsibility. William supports Kate's parenting style. He wants to avoid his father's emotional distance and create joyful memories for his children. Over time, his relationship with Charles has improved, especially after Harry distanced himself from the royal family. However, past issues still affect them. For example, Charlotte is becoming a confident girl because of the support she receives at home. William believes family comes before the throne, so he avoids drama involving Camilla's family. The secret feud, Camilla versus Kate vibes. The relationship between Queen Camilla and Kate Middleton is complicated and shows the royal family's struggle between tradition and modernity. Camilla represents old customs while Kate has a fresh, relatable style. Many see this as a competition, especially as King Charles prepares for Prince William to take on a bigger role. Camilla enjoys being queen consort and isn't ready to let Kate take over. Kate is popular with the public, which creates suspicion that Camilla may feel jealous. Some rumors suggest that Camilla limits Kate's access to royal jewelry, which adds tension to their relationship. Although they appear polite with each other, there is a sense of unease. Reports mention that William finds Camilla difficult because of their complicated history. As William and Kate prepare for their future, many wonder if they can repair their relationship with Camilla. Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for updates.